Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. It seems things are moving quickly in the world of who's going to replace Keir Starmer. Angela Rayner have been quite shameless in revealing, and this has been revealed by Labour insiders. It's not just speculation. This has actually been discussed, lobby terms. No one's putting their name to it, but they say that there is a brutal move on the cards to replace Starmer, and that Angela Rayner fancies that she could have a go now. I think she'd have to repay that £40,000 first, but she's rich enough, she can do that. The reason she didn't go into the jungle is because I think she thinks she can do this. I think that despite musings from certain people within the party, I think if she stood, she's going to have a good chance of it. And I think she thinks that too. She hasn't gone away, you know. She's still there and thereabouts. It's been 2 months. She resigned, of course, but she was resigned, you know. Basically, Starmer fired her, but gave her the option of a resignation. Both as, obviously, a cabinet minister in charge of housing and screwing up the country with the unemployment rights bill, but also as the deputy PM. It plunged Starmer's government into chaos, from which I don't think it's actually recovered yet, and certainly opened the door to let Lucy Powell in, the dog whistler who thinks that you can abuse kids freely and it's fine. But you know, she's returned defiantly. I think has Rayner back into the fray. She's got teeth bared, claws out. She's ready for a fight, and I think you'd be mad not to bet against her. I mean, you'd be mad to bet against her. You'd be mad not to think that she'd have a go. Words are hard. But she was condemning as Westminster tittle-tattle, her words, that the briefings that had rocked the government. She said, I think the party should always stick together. I've always been of that nature, and the way which I've worked within the government. Oh yeah, stick together, you see. You're starting to see the words. She said, our movement has had many different views and we should always look to bind ourselves with that. These views obviously mean that some people have to pay their tax and others don't, perhaps. Who knows? But this is the thing. There are people now saying she's ready to step up. She's ready to mount a chance. There are several people saying now that it's on. Several commentators as well. Dan Hodges, who, I mean, I dislike the man's politics and that, but, you know, he does seem to get the inside track on this. He's saying that she's got a good chance. You know, and if he's saying it, well, you've got to suspect that others are thinking it. Others within the party. I wonder if conversations are being had already. Who knows? We live in interesting times, and the times they are changing. Certainly for Starmer. One way or another, he can't last. It's just who? I think it's going to be Rayner. I know my very good friend Ash from Preston Journalist thinks otherwise. One of us will be right and one of us will be wrong. Or both of us will be wrong. Who knows? But be interesting things to see. Well, we'll constantly disagree with each other and, play the game. Thanks very much. Fingers crossed whoever has a go. I can't wait to get rid of that wanker.